Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And with the release of a new meta, the Festive Memories team, it is once again time to use them to acquire the free awakened masked hero, the Time Traveler's Sword. So, in case this is your first time seeing this, the OG half-anniversary Space Masked Hero, still one of the better units in the game even 2.5 years later, does get a free weapon that is specific to her. When equipped by Masked Hero, the Time Traveler increases attack by 10%. It's the same as any other normal piece of gear. Like, if you gave her a space sword down here that I have, the stats wouldn't be any different. It's just specifically made for her, which is, unique gear is kind of fun, right? But you cannot forge that sword. You can only acquire it by clearing a certain story chapter in chapter 13, stage 8 expert difficulty, titled Unlock with the question mark EP requirement. Now, if you click into the stage, we're going to fight two people, Hinata and then the masked hero herself. Hinata, not really that difficult. The only thing she does that's pretty annoying is as soon as the fight starts, your entire front line gets super nerfed. Attack, defense, crit, pierce, everything goes down. She doesn't have a lot of HP, though. 67k is not a lot of HP. But when you beat Hinata, you move on to the masked hero, who has a bit more HP, a bit more stats. You can't do any of this to her, and she immediately gives herself an ult, 300% attack, light attack, crit damage, pierce power, super guard, and she will one-shot your entire front line, unless you have a way to negate this very powerful ult. And these buffs are only active for one turn, which means that if you can survive the ult, she's not that scary. And with the Festive Memories team, we do have a way to block this ult with the barrier skill. So we're going to be reliably able to defend against this very powerful ult. It's just that actually killing her is going to be a different story. But at least we have a way to not die. So let me build a decent Festive Memories team, and then we'll jump in. Alright, so we've got a Festive Memories team. We're not going to use... I'm recording this after Maribel came out, but I'm going to assume that not many people summoned for her. So we're just going to use Albus, Momiji, and Ritas as the brand new Festive Memories units. And then we've got old Festive Memories, Velzard, Shizu, and Idol Shuna. And so, in order to get this stage done, we're going to have to stack a little bit, because Albus, alongside giving us the barrier, stacks ult damage, which is what we're going to need for Idol Shuna to nuke down 200,000 HP on the hero. But we're also going to have the barrier effect, which is going to prevent us from taking damage from the masked hero, as long as you go into the fight being able to use Albus at least one time. So that's going to be very, very important. Also important is that because we need those stacks, we want to make sure that we don't accidentally kill Hinata too quickly. So what I've done is I've taken the attack gear off of literally everybody except Shuna and her support, because I only want her to do damage when she's going to nuke. I want to keep Hinata alive as long as possible, so making sure that they have lower attack stats is just kind of necessary. And I could do it one more and take Momiji and give her Gazel support, so now she's even weaker in attack. And this is what we're going to do. So we're going to go into the fight, and we're going to beat Hinata up for a couple turns. We're going to try and use Velzard's Orb Steel to set us up for like a nice 6-hand of Shuna. That way we can get her EX ult and just immediately move into the hero stage. Alright, so starting off immediately, as soon as you load in, boom, nerfs, attack, defense, crit, pierce, everything goes down. So that is kind of unfortunate. See, we don't want to steal too early, because if we just straight up kill Hinata turn 2 or something, then we're not going to have any stacks. So here, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to... I think I'm just going to send these 2 green orbs. And we'll see 2,000 damage, 1,000 damage. Okay, we got oranges, that's good. Now we can use Momiji. Alright, counterattack's not really what I'm looking for. We're still doing actually quite a bit of damage, actually. I don't really like that. But let's use the orb change here. We'll send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ritas is going to be our least powerful character because she's the free-to-play unit, so we'll send her last. This gives us 2 stacks of Albus, which is great. But we need more stacks of Albus. More and more and more and more. Okay, so actually, if I can try and set this up into like a 6-hand of orange that I can steal, that might be best. So you know what? Let's go ahead and send these. We can save ourselves a little bit of damage by doing the barrier. All right, that's a hand right there. Let's take Velzard out for Shizu. Now Shizu does not have any of the nerfs, so she's gonna hit relatively hard. Not super great, but let's go ahead and do this. Thankfully, Albus doesn't give us any normal attack damage, so our hits are going to remain the same level. It's just our ult is going to be more powerful. So let's... Oh, man. Do we just send this one orange orb? No, I think we send this one. Yeah, we send that. Okay, so this still allows us to steal, right? Broke the barrier, and a hit. 300 damage is not a lot. Okay. I think we kill here. We only have one stack, though. Like, that's not great. But, let's, you know what, for science, let's see how much damage we can actually get out of Shuna if we just move directly into the fight. So let's take Ritas out for Velzard. Let's steal these orbs. Boom. And then let's bring Shuna in. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That gets us 1.5. Some points. Almost another stack. Do we kill Hinata here? Oh, we actually don't. That's actually really good that we don't kill Hinata. Alright. So that's better. And then we can, I guess, wait, get some more stacks. Hopefully we can have Hinata live a little bit longer, and then maybe do that again. And then guarantee that we get the EX ult. So Shuna can now go away. And not much we can really do with this. So let's keep Velzard in the back. We'll do a stack of Albus. That's another 30% ult damage plus the barrier. I guess we could... Well... I guess we could do this. Alright, okay. That's probably the best thing that we can do right there. So, let's do... let's do an orb change with Ritas. Boom, so those turn into some blue orbs. We could then bring Velzard in to steal the orbs from Ritas. Make it a 5-send. Yoink that. Okay, bring Shuna in for Velzard. Alright, then we can ult swap away. Alright, and then we'll give us the Pierce power for 2 turns, since we're not going to do an AoE ult, and this will last for the next turn as well. Yeah, and then we'll send this, and we're going to hold on to the Albus right there. So next turn, we can go into the hero fight with an EX ult, with some amount of points, and let's just see where we end up at. Alright, so once you kill Hinata, you'll get this Hidden Concept Episode 3. We'll skip that and you can read it yourself. And now in comes the masked hero, who is immediately going to give herself a whole butt ton of buffs. And boom, right there. Plus an ult. So we have to be able to tank this ult. So, what's the best course of action? Do we nuke now? I actually don't really think we do. I think we just let it ride. So we'll bring you in, we'll save the Pierce power buff, and then we'll... let's see. No, I think we're good right here. So let's orb change. So boom, boom, okay. And then we'll use Albus to give ourselves a barrier. 2 barriers, actually. So even if she has follow-up attacks, we're going to block those. So now we're guaranteed. Let's put an extra barrier stack on Momiji. That way everyone has 2, and now everyone has 3. So now we're up to like 120% ult damage or something like that. Pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will give us max points, which will allow us to use both Momiji's buff and Shizu's buff next turn, or the synergy buff, one of the two. And now, the hero is going to ult, and normally this would completely wipe us. But because we have the barrier, it's going to do actually nothing. And then we have extra barriers. I don't remember if she has follow-up attacks. Normally with the EX teams at this point, we just nuke and she dies. Okay, so no follow-up, and yeah, everyone's alive. Oh my god, look at that. Alright, can we do 200,000 damage? Probably. I guess we'll take Shizu out. And then we will buff and buff. So we're up to 140% ult damage because we got ulted by Hinata once, and then the hero hit 3 of us, so that's 30%. So let's see if this is enough to actually kill the hero with, how many stacks? 5 stacks now. And we'll have another barrier just in case we don't kill her. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go, Shuna, go. I don't care. 319. Alright. So we've successfully negated all damage from the hero, which is the scariest part of that fight, by basically being fairly invincible for a couple of hits. And then after that, she's not scary anymore, because she only gives herself those big-time buffs one time, and then it's just a normal fight from there on out. So, Festive Memories can very easily get the job done. And you could have nuked with Velzard, you could have used her buff and the Christmas Shizu buff, and even if you don't have Christmas Shuna, like, you could have done that a different way, and you still maybe would have had to do a little bit more stacking, but you still would have had some power there. But yeah, after this, when you hit next, you will get the Hidden Concept Episode 5, and this, after you watch this on your own time, you will check your gift box, and you will be awarded the free Hero's Sword, which you can then take. It'll be 1 star awakened, so you have to awaken it up to like 6 or whatever star you want to. But it's a free awakened piece of gear, which for new to mid-game players, if you can clear her, is good gear for anyone using a sword. Like, at that point, so early in the game, any kind of awakened gear is going to be an upgrade over you forging like some level 1 or level 2 books or something for your weapons. So just take advantage of it. But that's how you get the sword with the Festive Memories team. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. But that's it from me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.